Threescore and several years ago, a person was brought forward. That person would be me. It was with the idea that all things are not equal. It was with the idea that not everyone is a winner. It was with the idea that not everyone is a loser. And the best that we can hope for is to die in our sleep. With these truths being self-evident, I have a daydream. That daydream is to lead this nation, nay, this world, into a glorious future of mediocrity. A world where every household will have an endless supply of toilet paper, and where all of our Australian brothers and sisters will never be considered below us, even though they are down under. A world where our Canadian allies will never have to say, "I'm sorry," just for being Canadian, or to be ridiculed for not knowing that their bacon is just round ham. A world where the British, will never have to be reminded that they had to ask the Yanks, the Canucks, the Aussies, and the Kiwis to bail them out of not one, but two world wars. A world where the French will never have to speak French again, so that everyone can understand them when they say, "We don't surrender," and they can fight for their own freedom. I am Lloyd Mendenhall, the Grumpy Blogger, and I am running for president in 2020. And I approve this message. Okay, there we go. And probably going to have to pull out of here real quick. So anyways, welcome. There we go. Hold on just a second. Okay, and that's the thing about doing a live show is Judy didn't realize that it was Monday night. So let me get right to the introductions. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad everybody dropped in. Looks like we've got a house full. It looks like I need to bring in my co-host so I can go check on my wife, and I'll bring in all the guests as well. So anyways, the man with the golden voice and the shaggy beard, the man who is a legend in his own mind, and a few others. None other than 400 AGL, Mr. Mel.
A few others?
Yeah, maybe.
Howdy, Lloyd. Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Glad you could make it, buddy. I didn't know if you could make it tonight. So,
well, I'm not sure I'll stay very long, but I'm here for now.
Okay, well, that's good because what I'm
play it by ear.
Play it by ear. Okay, excellent.
That's how a musician does it, right? Plays it by ear.
That's how I do it. Not that I'm a musician, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, let's just go ahead and bring in our other two guests. This way you guys can entertain the audience while I go check on my beloved wife. She just woke up and didn't realize my show was on. So let's bring in the diminutive person with the large brain, none other than Artco. Art Carlson, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Art.
Hey, happy Columbus Day, everyone.
Happy
Columbus. Yeah. Well, except for those that, and it's Native American Day for those others.
Yeah.
Such as my daughter-in-law and all my grandkids.
Here in Denver,
and all that.
It's St. Cabrini Day.
Oh, really? I didn't know they celebrated her day.
Well, they changed it from Columbus Day to because we can't have Columbus.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Racist, you know.
Yeah, heaven forbid somebody that actually knows the world is round.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And speaking of round, let's bring in the guy with the roundest head I know. He is the Wizard of Oz himself, none other than Greg. How you doing, Greg?
Wizard of Oz.
Happy Columbus Day.
G'day. How you doing?
Doing good. Off to a roaring start, as you can see. I just barely got
having fun.
I knew that as soon as the timer ran out, she was going to wake up. and paged me. And I mean, it was just right on cue. And
Time's running
my
out,
bad.
as they say.
Yeah, but anyways, what I'm going to do is, so how you doing, Greg? What's going on? I see
I'm
you're.
reporting live from a car dealership today. Not that I'm buying a car, I'm getting it serviced, but I thought I'd come and say hi since I'm waiting for them to fix it.
Well, we appreciate it. So you're getting that new electro hybrid of yours serviced?
Yeah, the CarPlay socket isn't working for some reason, so getting that fixed up today.
So you couldn't listen to your cell phone while you're driving, then, right? So.
I couldn't get my cell phone maps on the screen while I'm driving, which is
Oh
kind
well,
of,
that's important too. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Heaven
important.
forbid you should have to go without a map to go across town. I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, there is that.
Yeah. No, all
But
you
I
have to
tell
do is drive down that long road past the kangaroo and then left at the wombat and then turn right at the
wallabies.
crocodile. And
Yeah.
then you're dead.
Did you say right at the wombat? I mean, the only wombat in here is you, Art.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and the gloves are off.
Let's get ready to roll. No, I better not do that. You'll get a copyright
No, you
strike
get
for it.
got copyright. Can you believe that Knothead has, got the patent on that or the copyright on that? That's
He's
just
got the
ridiculous.
copyright and what's that other one you can get? Not
Trademark.
a patent. Trademark. That's it.
Trademark. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got the copyright and
There you
trademark both.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's just
Sure enough. Well, he's the one that come up with it, and it became a famous line.
well, yeah, and it started with I can't remember which one of the boxing federations it was, but it's heavyweight boxing, whichever one it was.
Yeah.
When guys couldn't win the real title, they started creating 6 or 7 other federations for them to become the heavyweight champion of.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to go. I just wanted to come say hello since I was sitting here, but I just thought I'd show you a little bit of Australia. This is a suburb called Hurstville. It's not a big suburb, but it's kind of a transit hub leading south. All of the trains stop here at this location, and that's just where my car dealership is.
Now, you have a Toyota, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the chosen car of all roadside terrorists.
Yes. So you've told me many times. They're unbreakable.
Well, obviously they're good because all the terrorists use them, so I don't know if that's a brand endorsement or not, but what the heck.
Yeah. Anyway, gents, have fun. I will be watching, but I just thought I'd quickly say hi while you're starting off.
Well, it's been a while since you dropped in, so kind of glad to have you drop in. So you have a good day and
Okay.
stay out of trouble.
See you guys later.
All right.
See you, Greg. Good luck with the car.
Hey, we got to say hello to Sean Oz in the chat.
Yeah, I saw that. I was getting ready to say hello. I tell you what, you guys say the welcomes because I've welcomed a lot of them and I've tried. And I'm going to drop my. Oh, let's bring in. We got one other guest here. Let's even out the panel here.
A big surprise, Mitch, or
no? It was supposed to be. Well, he locked up. What happened?
Uh-oh. Is that Jim again?
No, it's Chris Hope.
Oh. So we don't have hope today.
No, we've lost all hope.
We lost all hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no hope, and Cash is gone too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So, what I'm going to do is I need to run and check on Judy, and
all right.
If he I will. Anyways, go through, greet everybody, and
we'll do. We got you.
And
We'll do.
All right,
Okay.
thanks.
Gotcha.
I'm actually. Can I remove myself and still keep this channel going? I guess I can, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go in the green room. So
all right,
we'll start at the
Ray
top.
Kelly.
Well, let's start with the first guy that was in chat.
All right.
That would be Jody with Joan Shots. And then you. Hi, Art. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you. And then we
Leg
got
work.
Ford Possum.
Yeah. And Bob Casey and Hot Rod and Legwork and Mr.
Coast
Grant.
Drones.
Stay drunk. Welcome, Bill. Jim, Above and Beyond Drones.
Jim.
Captain Ray Kelly, Rick Halber,
Rich, old guy in the drone.
Steve Mack. Going on down the list, Sean Oz.
Yep.
Mitch just came in.
Yep.
Right on.
Rick Albert.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Mention him. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm standing in for Lloyd, and Art standing in for me.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, I wanted to share a picture.
Well, you can't.
No?
No,
Why can't I?
Because Lloyd's not here to share it.
Oh, you mean I can't just go down here and like share screen and
Won't do a thing unless Lloyd shares it. He's using StreamYards. Now, if he was using BMix, you could put it in, and if you were calling in on BMix, you could put it in place of your camera and it would show up where you are. But because he's using StreamYards.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
See there? So you can't, we can't do diddly squat except run our mouth until Lloyd gets back.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was going to show you a prediction of the electoral map.
Oh, really?
2020. Trump 333, Biden 208.
I like the sound of those numbers.
And the guy that made the prediction has been right since 2006, Kevin McCullough.
Well, let's hope he's got his numbers lined up then. Steve Carpenter, welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, Steve Carpenter, yeah.
Smash the dickens out of it. Let's go ahead and show that. I don't see any problem with that text being put in there. Smash the dickens out of the like button is what he's referring to, so I don't have a problem with that.
All right, I'll go ahead and smash it.
You haven't smashed it yet?
No, not yet.
Shame
There we
on
go.
you.
I'm back. There we go.
All
Are you,
right.
well, we weren't done, so you need to just go away again.
Okay.
Damn smart ass. Hey there, Chris Hope. Welcome to the
Hey.
Now we
have
have
hope.
now
come
Lloyd,
back?
We have
Lloyd, yeah, now you can come back.
I hope. All right. Hey, Lloyd,
You want
I
to hear?
wanted to
You want to hear something really funny, Lloyd?
What's
go
that?
ahead.
As soon as you left, Art was like, "Okay, well, I think what I'll do is I'm going to share something here. I want to share an image." And I was like, "Art, wait, you can't." And he goes, "Well, why not?" I said, "Because Lloyd uses StreamYards, and you can't share. He has to." And he was like,
okay.
"Oh yeah, I forgot."
Yeah. StreamYards is a bit different. But
So
it is nice. There's a lot of
he's
features
got
on it I
a
like.
really cool image he wants to share with you.
Okay.
And,
Well,
and you've got your millennial in, just so you know, your millennials in the chat.
Open
Hello,
Productions,
Matt.
yeah. He says Chris is the best looking one of the bunch. Oh.
Thank you,
Well,
man.
you know, I'd have to go along with that. I'd have to agree with that. Yep.
Yeah. Well, other than you and I and maybe Art, yeah. Well, he's got a better haircut than I do because his is cut. Mine is kind of, I'm about ready to go ahead and pulling it out, make it into a full afro here in a minute, and let it grow just a little longer, and I'll have one of the big.
Well,
folds,
I'm due for a haircut. I'm getting shaggy on the
Art, are you clicking buttons? Are you sharing?
I'm
No, not
still-
yet.
Oh,
There
there
we
we go.
Aha.
He's got the talking part down, Mel.
Yep.
Yep.
This is a prediction. This guy who made this prediction has been right since 2006.
2006.
Wait. Stop the presses just for a second, Art. Don't mean to interrupt you, but something important just came in chat. Rick is in ER again.
Oh, no.
What's going
Rick.
on?
Wow.
Did
Come on,
anybody
Rick.
know about that yet? Is that the
No.
first we've heard it?
Yeah.
The nurses can't all be that pretty down there, Rick.
Oh, wow. You
He
should
didn't
let me
count-
know, Matt. Matt was in Muskogee. Actually, did. He did a batfish drone. drone video.
Did he?
Just for me. Yeah. He was in Muskogee. You should have called, man.
Wow.
Email me, and if you don't have my information, it's just Lloyd at grumpyvlogger.info, and email me, and I'll send you my personal info. Anytime you're in town, Matt, let me know, and I'll try to. If I'm not taking a nap, I'll try to get up and meet up with you.
Be careful, Matt. It might be that old gal's phone number down on the corner of 5th and Main.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that other one out of the men's room at 6th and Hope.
You
Oh,
better go up to 6th and Hope, Matt.
Yeah. It's in
All right.
Yeah.
I think everybody had enough of that. So
Okay, there we go.
That's,
all right.
That's really cool map. Art, and I
That
hope
is
the
a
guys
good
yeah,
right.
look at all that red in the middle.
Yeah. That was
Colorado is the only blue island.
You
Well,
just good
you
at
know.
cooking,
Well, that's
Art.
the best one I've seen so far.
good. You know, them dope smokers out there, you know. What are you
Yeah.
going to do?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, they
Just
call it
so y'all
California
know.
Dreaming.
Sonari wanted me to tell everyone thank you very much, especially Lloyd, for getting that started. She found out about it this morning finally, by accident. We were trying to keep it hidden from her, and she is in the chat.
Oh,
Although she probably won't be able to chat much, but she wanted me to let everybody know that she appreciates all the help and support, and that she will try to say hi, but it's really hard. She's having a really hard time seeing small stuff like that. You know, she can't text or anything right now.
Yeah,
So she's
that's
having a lot of
we fully understand. She's in our prayers. And
Did she get to come home, Mel?
Yes, I brought her home Friday.
Good.
And we are lined up with doctor's appointments, man. There's 2 of them tomorrow alone. So,
Oh yeah.
hello, Jeff
Been there,
Ellenberger,
done that.
welcome.
Yeah, Jeff, welcome.
So,
And
yeah, it's I've been busy. We'll put it that way.
well, you know how my life is, Mel. So
I'm getting a taste of it.
yeah, it's really you don't realize what's involved until you have to take care of somebody like that. I had to do it with my mom and Judy both, you know.
Isn't there a song about walk a mile in my shoes? You know?
Yeah.
That's about it too.
Yeah.
And prayers go out to you too, Rick. What the hell are you doing in the hospital again?
Yeah, Rick.
But
hey,
yeah, so
welcome, Metro Drones.
she's
Bill.
we've got her on the right track though. She's on the right path.
Good to hear.
So
Did it has she had high cholesterol or anything, or was it just one of those that just happened?
No. Well, she's got other issues previous to that, you know.
Yeah.
Stents and things. So, yeah, it's
like Judy. She had two mild heart attacks. Well, the first one, it happened to a man. It's considered a widowmaker, but somehow with women, they survive it easily, and oftentimes don't know they had it. We knew she was having one, but she had the 2 heart attacks, and then years later she had the 2 strokes.
Yeah, well, she's had a heart attack already once.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The
thing is, like with Judy, she doesn't have high blood pressure, none of that.
Tammy's is low.
So is Judy's.
Consistently low, you know.
Yeah,
so
is Judy's. The same. Sounds like they're got that same pattern. So must be in that Oklahoma food.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, the biggest reason that Lloyd put my name in there on that is because Sonari doesn't have a checking account.
Yeah.
And with the tracking that GoFundMe does nowadays, because of so much fraud on it, he had to include my name because the only way he could do it would be through my checking account. So if Lloyd made a GoFundMe for person A and then puts person B checking information on it, GoFundMe would say, well, this looks kind of suspicious.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So this way it's all up and up and everything's doing the way it's supposed to do.
Yeah, and all
Lloyd,
nobody will get in trouble that way.
Drop there.
Yeah, no, I just need to quit. I need to be careful when I'm drinking my coffee. No, I've had chest
we know
congestion.
all about that.
Oh yeah, I am using my Rodney Bell cup tonight. I got to tell you,
Choke out.
I was getting ready to make this cup of coffee this evening, and I use the same coffee cup until it's time to wash. Wash. For those of you that don't understand Okie.
You said it right the first time.
Yeah, that's why nobody
Like
understands
that guy
words,
there.
it seems. But anyways, so I'd had the cup out. Drank some coffee yesterday evening and hadn't paid any attention. I dumped it out, rinsed it out, put water. Well, first off, I didn't put any water in the coffee maker. I went back to check it. It's like, what the hell isn't that
You
cup
can
of coffee
plug it
made?
in.
No, it was plugged in.
I've done that with a whole pot. Forget to put water in.
I just use those one cup, but I have I have the reusable ones. So I'm sitting there and I open it up, look at it, and I push the button again. It's like it just goes, and I'm like, oh shit, forgot to put water in it. So I put water in it. So then I put the cup back down there and don't pay any attention. I start the cup, or started getting ready, and I'm getting ready to put it into this because I'm going to make a cup. This will make a cup and a half of coffee. So I'm just getting ready to dump it, and I hadn't stirred in the creamer yet. I just started to add some sugar and creamer, and I looked at it, and what the hell is that? And I started moving. I was like, oh my God, it's a damn horsefly in my friggin' coffee. I dumped it out and started completely over, washed the cup out. Like, God,
I thought you were going to say you got that garlic sauce from
that would
John's and put it in there.
Yeah, no, that would have been bad. But no, it was. So I dump it out and clean out the cup again because this will not fit under. Will not. If I could just make it to fit under this, that would fit this under it. But it's not that kind of coffee pot maker. Anyways, so I get it made. It took me forever to get this one thing of coffee made. So it's like, God, 3 or 4 tries. And anyways, it was just the way my evening started. So that and the fact I didn't wake up until about 5:15 this evening. So this is my morning right now.
Good for you, Lloyd.
Yeah, well, Judy wakes me up at, I don't know,
like right before my show on Sundays.
I set the alarm for Art's show.
Hello, Brent.
And you blame it on Judy.
And we got Help at Home Jim.
Yeah,
and Ron, Drone Nation, formerly known as Zero.
Ron Brown. Yeah, welcome all of you. And it's good we've got a good crowd tonight. So, hey, speaking of that, I'm going to go ahead and put myself on full frame because these pictures were sent to me last week, but I didn't get the chance to show them. Actually, I didn't check my email till after the show was over. My bad. And so I'm going to put these up here and see if I can get this to work. Let me do this and let me do this. And whoops, that's not it. All right, let's see.
Okay.
There it is. Let's see. Let's restart. Here we go. Now these are it's a slideshow from Ron Lockwood. He's been up doing the okay. I guess it's just gonna let's go to the next. Oh, here we go. Is it gonna work or not? I know it will. There we go. This is the lodge he's been staying out when he was up a couple weeks ago doing guide work for pronghorns. They were after antelope up there. And these are just some pictures he sent me. I'll put myself back in there. And actually, while I'm at it, why don't I I've already done that. So let me get back to StreamYards here. So I can there we go. And where'd it go? There we go. Okay.
Cool.
So Ron had sent me those pictures last week, and I didn't see until after the show. After I got through, I went in there and laid down, and there was all these pictures from Ron. So I'm trying to check my email before the show now instead of afterwards.
Thank you, Sean. Have a good night.
Good night,
Oh,
Sean.
is Sean
He's gotta
leaving?
run.
Well, okay. Well, I'm glad. Thanks for coming in. I know he works Monday evenings a lot, so he doesn't always get to catch my show. Plus, it's just like 5:30 there. So, anyways,
No,
you take care, Sean. Glad you dropped
6:30.
in. Yeah. What Ron Brown says, Ron Lockwood always gets the good shots,
Mm.
And also, and don't forget that right after the show, after we get through here, Ron Brown from Drone Nations, formerly known as Xeno Nations, will be doing his live show tonight.
Yep.
So, I should have done this. Let me put myself back in full again, and let's get a little advertising done here so I can do the. Don't forget, in my shop, I have these on my Teespring shop. I have the Grumpy Vlogger mug. I have the trucker's hat. This is what the back of it looks like. I have the dad's hat. And this is what the back of it looks like. Then I have the conservative Grumpy Vlogger t-shirt. Then I have the messy liberal Grumpy Vlogger t-shirt. Notice which side the patch is on, yeah. And I think that, also, when I hit 800, if I don't quit losing, I will be giving away this drone along with this controller. And this is courtesy of Rick Halber, who's a big supporter of this channel and a lot of these channels. And so don't forget, that's what we got coming. When I was going to do it at 1,000, but at this point, if I can get to 800, I'm going to be glad. If I could quit losing, if I could just stay steady for, say, a month, I gain up and then bam.
Yeah.
Go over to Tree Trimmer 82.
Tree Trimmer 82. I need to check them out.
Yeah. I go over there occasionally. And
yeah, well, part of the
up my
problem is
numbers.
I
say hello to people.
Yeah, I don't drop in on as many shows as I used to because
Same here.
Judy's health is kind of slowing, is deteriorating a little bit from what it was a year ago, and I just don't have. We both know it's right now she's really weak. That's why I went in and checked on her just to make sure, because she has problems. She's having troubles right now getting up and walking, so that's making it a little harder on both of us. So
Right.
And I can't afford for her to fall and break a hip or something, because that'll really be bad.
That would be real bad.
Yeah.
So what's Mr. Hope up to these days?
Yeah.
Man, just working. I'm up here in our other place we got out here west of Fort Worth, a little town called Bryson, Texas. I'm up here tonight, so I don't have to get up at 3 in the morning and drive. So be at work at 7 in the morning instead of 3, which I'm fine with that.
So
yeah.
Are you? I take it you're on the road, did you say?
Yeah, I'm in the mode. I just checked in, come here, sit down, got on your stream.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
But that's
So, Art, what have you been doing since?
Family.
I'm sorry.
Just been working and trying to get a FPV video made, and it turns out my when I used my new GoPro 5, it instead of video, it did like a burst of JPEGs. And I'm
Like a time lapse.
That's
Or is
not
it
gonna work.
a burst, or like 3 or 5 images and then nothing, or
More like 20.
more?
It just
So
did a whole bunch. I'm like, well, what?
It's doing a real short time lapse then.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I went back in and fiddled around with it and got it set up for 4K, and I did the wide shot because I wanted to show the drone flying around my apartment.
Yeah.
But I did have my old GoPro 3 going, but I ran out of room on the SD card, so I've got like 15 minutes of it. So
transfer all that to your storage drive and free up that little card.
That's why I ended up reformatting that drive after I got all the pictures that I wanted off on it.
Yeah, I do that with a lot of my stuff. I'll offload all the pictures and then go back, save them to make sure that they transferred. Because
Yeah,
was
that's right.
it Mel? Was it you that had problems with your pictures didn't all transfer on one? I can't
That
remember
might
who
have
was
been
telling me.
Jim.
It
I don't
might have
remember.
been. Yeah,
I don't remember.
it's been a
not
couple
getting
of years
something.
ago. They did all and they thought they'd lost everything, or they had, and they went ahead and reformatted the. So I always wait and transfer all my stuff, put it in there, and then, like with my dash cam, then I format it on the dash cam rather than doing it. I make sure everything's. I do a copy rather than a cut. I think that was you,
Yeah.
Mel, because
Yeah, just not long
yeah,
ago, I did a
just
cut and
Mhm.
paste,
rather than a
and
copy,
and I did that by accident, but
right?
and then something didn't work, and then the images were gone because I had already cut them. So
Oh,
damn
Yeah.
luck.
Legwork says he needs to invest in NAS. I love mine. I've got one. I've got one 4 terabyte. Plus, I have a 1 terabyte SSD in here, a 1 terabyte uh, regular hard drive, and a 256 megabyte M2 drive, which is just the boot drive for my computer. But then, like I said, I have the 4 terabyte NAS, which is just
mhm.
really nice to have.
Yeah,
And
I enjoy my 2.6s. I got or 4s. I got the 4
Yeah.
external, and then I've got the 4. No, I've got the 6 cloud storage. So it's very
Right,
handy.
right.
Speaking of drives, I just picked up a 128 gig micro SD card, $24. It's
What
a
brand?
U3, and it's really fast. It's by PNY.
Oh,
They
okay.
had a
PNY is
deal
good
on
stuff.
them at
Yeah.
Best Buy.
That is a good deal.
Yeah.
Clearance, get rid of it.
Yep.
Ready for the new stuff.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well,
That's what
I
they do.
wish
They
that would.
mark it down.
I wish Best Buy would do that here, but unfortunately, they're just closing down and they're having no clearance sales. They're closing down and shipping everything to Tulsa.
Oh, so you're going to lose Best Buy in Muskogee?
Yep, and there go all my good deals.
Boy, I'll say,
That sucks.
Because
is you get some good deals there now and then.
I do. I've gotten some really good deals, and I may order something online and then go in there to pick it up. And when they go back to run it through, and I say, "Oh, we can rebate part of this, and put it back,
Mm.
give it back to me." When I've ordered it online like that. But I'm not driving to Tulsa just for a few good deals. So,
Did you
and
know that Tulsa spelled backwards is a slut?
yeah, and they're all on 11th Street.
Okay. The interesting question is not how Art knew what it was backwards. The interesting question is how Lloyd knows where they are. Right, Chris?
Anybody who's lived in Oklahoma or lived around Tulsa or lived in Tulsa knows that 11th Street is where the streetwalkers are at.
His phone number's
We're-
popular, Mel.
Oh, I thought maybe they'd have been on 69th Street.
Ooh.
No, but
Ooh.
we did have a couple of cat houses out here on Highway 69.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Is that
no,
where
it was called
the gender reveal party was?
No. But the place was called the Sooner Motel.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
Ron, the distance for Lloyd to drive to Tulsa is about an hour and a half.
oh no, it's about 45 minutes to an hour,
Oh, okay.
depending on traffic. Yeah, it's only like if I catch the interstate and there's not a lot of traffic in between, I can be up there in about 50 minutes. I can be to Broken Arrow, which is the outskirts of Tulsa.
Right.
Is about I can be up there to our doctor's office in 45 minutes easy.
Okay,
That's
now how
right.
about if you drive the speed limit?
Well, that is something because you got to remember.
That ain't
I
near as
drive.
much fun.
Well, normally I'll drive between 75 and 80, but
Yeah, on the toll
Yeah.
roads, the speed limit 75 in Oklahoma. I forget about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our speed limit's 75 and on the turnpikes. Yeah.
You know, that was kind of cool when I was running my truck because I'd come out of Arkansas or come out of Missouri
Mm-hmm.
and get on 44 over there out of Missouri,
Right.
coming out of Joplin.
Yeah.
And I just raised the cruise on up to about 77. And then all them other trucks that was in front of me
Yeah.
suddenly ended up behind me. None of them could do 70, let alone
Streetwalker.
77.
You make it 20. Matt says if you say streetwalker, I can make it in 23 minutes. Yeah. I tell you what, I don't know, because the funny thing is right near the hospitals, all the hospitals are right in that area. The hotels are all in that area, and the used car dealerships are in that area. And then if you go a little further down, the gun shops are in that area. So, you know,
Hey, if Chuck Norris was undercover at one of those places, would it be Streetwalker Texas Ranger?
only if he was doing drag.
Woo.
And I'm not going to tell
We're
Chuck Norris to go drag.
I ordered a new joke book.
Yeah.
But
We're going to get Art a new joke book.
Yeah.
we need to, we need to buy him a.
We got to get him out of
I
the
got-
nannies.
Yeah, well, I gotta ask you, Art, did you write your own material or did you steal it from other good comedians?
It's a little bit of everything.
Wrong answer, Art. Now you sound like Biden.
You know that.
You don't deserve to hear where I got my jokes.
Oh,
Not until
this-
after the election.
Yeah.
yeah. It's I tell you what, right now it's just a crazy time here in the States. I gotta say though, one thing, and I was really glad to see tonight, and I don't know about the rest of you, but I was glad to see Legwork in here because I hadn't seen him in forever. It seems like I know he's probably dropped in a few times and I've missed it, which is
Mr. William.
nothing new for me. But I hadn't seen him out and about lately, so
Mr.
I was
William,
glad to see he was in here tonight. And of course, I'm glad to see all you guys. I appreciate everybody taking a little bit of time to watch my shenanigans here. So, anyways, so what other topic besides streetwalkers and politics do we want to talk about?
Legwork says in his experience, the only loose women he's come across is on the corner and not a chance.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, not in chance. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Man, oh
yeah.
man, oh man.
Well, you heard about the 85-year-old guy that went to the house of ill repute, right?
No,
Yeah,
No,
he-
but tell us about it.
He walked into the front desk and he says, "I'd like to have your finest lady." And the gal at the desk says, "Well, hang, old timer, how old are you?" He says, "I turned 85 yesterday." She said, 85 years old? Hell, you've had it. He says, "I did. What do I owe you?"
Oh, that's just yeah.
Had a bit of a slump during
Slump
lockdown.
during lockdown, didn't
really
feel like-
like doing much since we come out nonstop searching. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I got to admit the I think the lockdown, that's the biggest thing. The lockdown has been, it's been as depressing as it has been anything, I mean, I think that's
Agreed.
probably been the hardest part on everybody,
Only if you actually lock down.
Now,
Well-
did Legwork just say he's coming out?
Oh God, Art.
Come on, Art.
We have to
I mean,
Read
you
the chat,
know.
Art. You're
Art, you need some new
different words
glasses
there.
as well as new jokes.
He needs to get confetti, throw it around.
They're busting your chops tonight, Art. Man.
165 days in lockdown, Mr. Legwork said.
Man.
Oh my God!
Man,
You got to remember, Mel. He lives in England, so they do. Some of those places were a lot. Some of those places were a lot stricter than they were
but
here in the
supposedly
States.
we had more deaths.
Yeah.
Mm,
And dentists are a commodity there.
and what?
Oh, God.
well, I can see this show.
Yeah, baby. Hey.
Oh my
Groovy.
God!
Thank you, Steve Carpenter.
What's that?
He's
Yeah,
going
I'm
to be
gonna
out
have
of chat, but he'd be listening.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is Jim Boyd in here by chance?
He is. He's been in here.
I sent him a friggin' link. Why isn't he in here to save the show?
Mr. Vice President.
Yeah. I mean, really. Ain't that the tooth, Art? Oh my God! Now we got.
If I can
got
say
what?
something just for a minute.
Sure.
We wish you would.
Okay. I found out why I couldn't go live yesterday.
No, why?
If you own a live yesterday morning, my sunrise stream,
Uh-huh.
my iPad updated to iOS 14.1.
Yeah.
Well, the DJI Go app, when you go to enter your RTMP address, you touch it, it goes back to the home screen.
Yep. Dennis
DJ
Lovelady's having that problem.
The same thing. And Roosevelt had it too. So,
Well, if any of you had bothered to watch Oz by Drone, of which I was a co-host Friday night, we discussed this in great detail, and you would have known Friday instead of waiting until Sunday morning.
I knew Friday.
So,
Okay.
what if you updated everything?
It doesn't
And-
matter. They won't have the fix. The fix won't be available for I think the end of October is what I've heard.
So that means I still can't stream with the smart controller and the iPad or the regular controller and the iPad.
Android device, you can, Mel.
Android device you can, and also if you have not updated to the newest iOS, the previous iOS, it will work. But if you update to the 14.1 or whatever it is, that they just released.
Well, I've updated both of my iPads just yesterday and today.
Well, then you won't be able to use them for streaming.
Here's round 2 of that scenario, Mel. Your RTMP address that you had with YouTube has changed. You've got to go to the new YouTube Live Studio to get the new RTMP address, which is fine.
Well,
But when you go to put it in your iOS device, as soon as you touch that RTMP to enter your address, it goes back to your home screen every time.
It won't let you. It
so
will
that's,
not let you.
That's a glitch in the iOS then.
No, it's a glitch in the Go app.
It's in the Go app.
Oh,
that the problem is. And they aren't. DJI isn't planning on fixing it for a couple of weeks. They're working on the fix, but yeah, we discussed this kind of at length on.
The letter I got from DJI, which is the one I sent to Greg, was that mid-October to the end of October, they hopefully have an update.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Because
well,
Greg
now I'm going to have to
me.
test all that stuff. Yeah.
Now then, with that said, I have an Android phone, so last night I got on there and put the RTM address in the Android,
Right.
and it went live, and it worked.
Yeah. Android, it didn't seem to affect. It's only the new iOS,
Just the iOS.
and they're just not compatible.
Yeah, sucks, Lloyd.
Yeah, I know. Because we talked about it, and I guess it's because of the letter that you sent to Greg.
Yeah, I copied him on it Friday sometime during the day.
Yeah. And but I
He
think
said-
he'd already had.
It was funny because he was going, well, let me just try this. He said, oh, mate, it don't work. I said, I told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come to you with a solution. There ain't one.
Yeah. There's not a solution for it until DJI fixes it.
Then I got the Greg. Details. He said, "There's a back way, mate." I said, "Oh God, no, that's not for me," because his back way is a lot of keystrokes.
Yeah, if there's a way to do it, he'll figure it out, and he probably are, and I'm sure he has. I think he even mentioned it yet.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
see, that's when they said they couldn't go live with the smart controller or the crystal
That's why we
sky.
said that on the fly. And
I bound and determined and figured out a way to make it work.
well, now you could have done it with a smart controller because it uses Android.
But
Oh
it
yeah,
doesn't.
you couldn't originally go live with the
Yeah,
the smart
originally you
controller.
couldn't go live with the smart controller at all,
Right.
no matter what.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's
Yeah.
why I wouldn't know. That's why I didn't do my live stream, and 3 or 4 of us didn't do live streams Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty frustrating, and I don't know what the real glitch is. I don't either the new obviously DJI didn't work with iOS to get them a solution or get a solution from them.
So you can still fly with it though, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
do anything you want with it. You just can't live stream.
You can't live stream. You just can't live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you have an Android device and then you live stream through that.
And there really is. You can live stream, and it's really, really very easy. Put your stream key information in. Well, first you have to download the mobile OBS, Streamlabs OBS. Put your live stream information in that, and then do a screen capture with OBS that actually gets streamed. And then when you open the Go4 app, whatever's on your screen on your device is what gets broadcast.
Right.
Yeah. There's that.
Still
There is
should
that
be able
way.
to do that. Still should
That's
be
too
able
much
to do
trouble.
Yeah, but
Us small guys shouldn't have to struggle like this.
yeah,
Well-
DJI doesn't check, or Apple doesn't check with DJI. Well, it's up to DJI to keep up with what the new iOSs are.
that. That's true. That's true. But
Because-
DJI doesn't care about live streaming to YouTube because
they
YouTube's
don't.
a Google platform, and China is Google's banned in China, so
Yeah, so they could care less.
they could give a shit. Exactly.
Yeah, Matt, that's probably about the truth of it. Yeah. Let's see. You stand on one foot.
Say a riddle and
Then-
it'll work.
Yeah.
Rookie.
Riddle.
You okay, Lloyd?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to see if it would work, and
That
obviously it's working because I can see we're live streaming.
That wasn't
But
raining,
I don't
was it?
think.
I'm thinking that was art.
No,
He's got
this
he's
is-
got that grin, Mel.
this is art. Actually, this is more art. It didn't work. Yeah, it's not working.
No,
That's
you need a big old loose one for all.
Well, yeah, let's see. That one didn't work. Why?
Well, you know why women are like farts?
Negative.
Why is
Don't
that?
want to know enough.
If you push them, then they get real messy.
I think I used that joke. When did I use that joke the other night?
Oh, stop
Love
the
is-
yank!
Yeah,
Or yank
On
the
Stump the
crank,
Yank, yeah.
or buzz
Yeah,
the
something-
buzz.
yeah, something like that.
Well,
Tell
you
me,
know,
Bill.
marriage. You know what marriage and tornadoes have in common, don't you?
What's that?
In the beginning, there's a lot of sucking and blowing. In the end, the house is gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I figure as long as Art's going there, I'm just going to ride along with him. You know.
Well, this show has gone downhill pretty fast anyway. So, sharks are the worst. Jay Bird says.
On the
Yeah.
partnership with Aces. Yeah, they won't answer that, Jim. They won't come clean on that either, probably.
Yeah.
Kinda
It's like we were talking about some of these American-made companies on Oz by Drone. Of course, John looks at things different than, he's the co-host there. And in case you guys don't know it, John is, they don't talk about it much, but he's got a very long career in the music industry. And His brother is one of the premier musicians and actually has a big band, or did have a big band in Australia, and they've traveled the world. And they're, but John's more of a pilot. Everybody knows him at that, but he's actually got some albums out there. And but he was talking. We were talking about. What the hell was I looking at? What was I talking about? Yeah, really. I did, man. Squirrel right there. Oh, he's talking about. I hate when I do that.
This show is brought to you by Prevagen.
He's talking about American-made drones, okay? And he was saying about, the cost this and cost that, and I said, he says, it's all political. Well, okay, I'll give you that. It is political because we in the United States want to have our fair share of the market, and, there are other countries, I'm sure, that could build the chips, and we could actually start building our own and, or do like the Chinese do, we'll steal it from them and start manufacturing them here. But that's what he's talking about. DJI is trying to, make everything so it's government friendly. I'm sorry, there's still a large percentage of their ownership is by the Chinese government, and
that's right.
I just don't trust them. It's just that simple. They're owned by a communist government, and I would prefer to see American-made, but we have a problem when it comes to American-made products, and this is something I've said for years. For example, we have a company here in Muskogee. They make paper products, basically toilet paper and napkins, something you wipe your butt with, right? And they get paid more than our police officers and our school teachers do. They get paid, people who've been there for 25, 30 years are getting paid on a good day, $24 an hour for making ass wipe paper. That's their base pay. Then they get double and triple time on holidays. And these guys are pulling down I'm sorry, but I just don't think paying somebody $25 to $36 an hour to make butt wipe paper more than you pay your police officers or your soldiers or your sailors, Air Force, Marine. We shouldn't be paying that.
Let's take it a step further. Baseball, football, and basketball.
Exactly, and that's why some of our products are no longer made here. It's just too damned expensive because, I don't mind paying somebody for what they're worth, but
Chinese pretty much own the NBA.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
And go into detail on that. So,
Good night, Jeff.
Didn't mean to get political.
Thank you.
Good night, Mr. Jeff.
Good night, Jeff. Yeah, man's got to live. Yeah, I guess.
Well, you know what? If we started doing it the old way in Sears and Roebuck, these people that make toilet paper would get a little wiser, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You can't even get a Sears and Roebuck catalog. You have to wipe your butt on a monitor.
Go back to oak leaves.
Well, it's like the old joke. Somebody said that all this new electronics would eventually do away with paper completely. And the other person says, have you ever tried to wipe your ass with an iPhone?
It's expensive.
That'd make an ugly video.
Well, and that's why you can't live stream on an iPhone.
You got a crappy phone, Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Gee, Wi-Fi.
Anyways, so
you could live stream on your iPhone, Art, if you ate too much chocolate. Boom.
I was just fixing to take a drink after that. I just kind of lost.
Something about a brown liquid got you bothered there, Lo?
Okay.
That me get some of that coffee now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little thin. What's that chunky in it?
You know, Lloyd, you go to the dictionary and look up the word surprise. The definition reads lump in your part. Hey, I think I'm beating Art on the jokes tonight.
Yeah, Art, you're the professional comedian, and you kind of falling behind here.
Well, we figured out where he was getting his.
Well, I'm not on all the joke sites like Mel is.
I've been sitting
Write
here
my
like this,
stuff
twiddling my thumbs. What are you talking about?
He's on
All I
his
did, Art, was go back.
Tell me a joke. Hey, that'll be good for Lloyd's show. There we go.
Instead of going back to the 90s, I went back to the 60s. See?
Oh, I thought you said 1890s.
That way it's all new material for you, whippersnappers. Yep.
I think
That's right, Chris.
Yeah, I see that. I had actually looked down and saw it. So, guys, we got about 5 minutes here, and we're going to start wrapping this show up because let's see, it gets off at 8 o'clock, so I'll have just enough time to get in at least one more nap before bedtime. So
You gonna wrap it in toilet paper? Sorry, man. It was still fresh. I had to throw it in there.
yeah, it sounded fresh. Yeah, I was telling Judy the other night that I hadn't used that. I've almost cut completely back on using the fart machine, but tonight it just seemed to be appropriate for everything we've been talking about. Because this show has kind of been the shits. Okay, anyways, like I said, we got just a few more minutes. Don't forget that Ron Brown and Drone Nation, formerly known as Xeno Nation, if somebody would put the link up to his show there.
We're going to go ahead and change it to Drone Nation.
Yeah, Drone Nation, yeah. I hope he drops, what is it, every 90 days that you can change the name?
I have no idea.
I know you can change it, so hopefully he's getting up on that time period. But
Thanks,
anyways, vulgarity is no substitute for wit. Well said, Jim.
Good shot, Jimbo.
There you go, Bob Casey. All right. And don't forget, I've got a GoFundMe here that I've set up for Sonari for Tammy and Mel as well, because he's having to help out. And so don't forget, if you got an extra, $5 or whatever, you can just drop in there. Good night, Mitch. Mitch, I meant to send you a link about an hour ago, and I just realized. So anyways, it's getting about that time, and I think I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. But before we do that, Chris, what do you got coming up this week?
Just work, little FPV practice, and fly my fan on a little bit here and there. That's about it for me.
Okay. And Art, anything exciting you got going?
I'm going to try and get talk show host Jimmy Sengenberger on Sunday.
Ooh, I look forward to that.
That'd be cool.
That. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah. And Mel, I know you're busy because you're
just covered up and buried, but Sonari wanted me to tell everyone thank you very, very much. She said, that's all the drone people. Yeah. I said, yep.
Yeah, and this just came about.
Wait till they share it with their friends and stuff, and it starts, coming in from people that don't even know who we are, right? That want to help out for you. And so she was touched. She actually started crying. So she's wanted to make sure everybody wanted to make sure everyone understood her thanks.
Well, absolutely, it's our pleasure. And glad to see Captain Ray and Steve Mack were here too, and always glad to see our millennial.
Chris, you were the first one. Thank you.
You're welcome. They're fake tears, kind of like fake news, Art.
Fake Art.
Come on.
Okay, guys, I
Come
think
on,
with
Lloyd,
that,
hurry up,
I'm
please.
going to start the timer because I can't handle any more of his fake news tears. Guys, I appreciate everybody who joined. I appreciate all of you guys being as my guest tonight on the panel. And with that said and done, don't forget right after the show, Drone Nation. So I'm going to go ahead and start the timer, folks. And
One quick thing.
okay.
I'm going to use my line. We know y'all could have been anywhere. You chose to be here, and we really appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. And
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
good night, everyone.
Thank you, Lloyd.
And
Thank you, Lloyd.
Hey, I was glad y'all were on. I appreciate it. So with that, here's the timer. Okay, again, I want to thank everybody who watched tonight. As Mel says, you could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here. I hope we provided some entertainment, some silliness, a little information about drones and whatever else that comes up. And I want to remind everybody that the link is in the description for the GoFundMe for Tammy Sonari, and I will have Jim Boyd on next week. I've sent him the link the last 3 weeks, and he keeps missing. But anyways, guys, thanks again. Remember what I always say: be kind, treat each other better than you treat yourselves. All lives matter, including the unborn. And God bless the USA. I'm the Grumpy Vlogger, and I'm out of here. Bye bye for now.